the spiritual psychology behind receiving money, love, and energy. What if abundance isn't missing, but blocked? What if abundance was never absent from your life, but paused at the doorway of your nervous system? What if money, love, support, and ease are already circling you, waiting for permission to enter? Most people believe they need to attract more, but often the real work is noticing what's quietly resisting receiving. Abundance doesn't force itself. It responds to openness, safety, and self-trust. And this is where the real shift begins. Money, love, and energy may already be trying to reach you. Abundance is not something you chase. It's something that approaches when your system is ready. Money, love, and energy are intelligent. They sense contraction. They pause when they feel fear, tension, or self-protection. When your hands are open but your body is bracing, abundance hesitates. This isn't punishment, it's communication. Your inner world is always signaling what feels safe to receive and what still feels like a threat. Internal blocks to abundance are often invisible. Most internal blocks to abundance aren't conscious decisions. They're learned patterns, survival responses, quiet beliefs that formed when you were trying to stay safe, loved, or in control. You don't see them because they feel normal, familiar, like glass. You only notice it when you try to move through it. These blocks aren't flaws, they're protective structures, and once you see them, they don't need force, they need understanding. If you're hyper-independent, you may be blocking your ability to receive. Hyper-independence often looks like strength, capability, self-reliance. But beneath it, there's usually a belief that support isn't safe, consistent, or available. When you feel responsible for everything, you unconsciously tell life, "I've got this alone." And abundance listens. Receiving requires trust. It requires letting energy move toward you instead of proving you don't need it. Independence is powerful, but abundance flows through connection. Because deep down, you believe you must do everything by yourself. This belief often forms early, when asking for help led to disappointment, rejection, or shame. So you learn to carry everything yourself. But carrying everything trains your nervous system to stay alert, tense, and guarded. Abundance doesn't move easily through tension. When you allow yourself to put things down, even briefly, you signal safety. You tell life you're open to collaboration. And that's when support begins to show up differently. Because deep down, you believe you must do everything by yourself. This belief often forms early, when asking for help led to disappointment, rejection, or shame. So you learn to carry everything yourself. But carrying everything trains your nervous system to stay alert, tense, and guarded. Abundance doesn't move easily through tension. When you allow yourself to put things down, even briefly, you signal safety. You tell life you're open to collaboration. And that's when support begins to show up differently. When you doubt yourself, you block creativity and magnetism. Self-doubt isn't humility, it's a subtle rejection of your own energy. When you question your worth, your creativity retreats. Your magnetism dims. Not because you lack talent or vision, but because energy doesn't move freely where it's being judged. Creation requires permission. When you trust yourself, ideas flow, expression opens, and abundance recognizes that frequency as invitation. Because somewhere inside, you don't believe you deserve the life you desire. Desire reveals what you're meant to experience, but unworthiness blocks you from holding it. If you believe good things must be earned through struggle, ease feels suspicious. If you believe love must be proven, joy feels temporary. These beliefs don't come from truth, they come from conditioning. And abundance doesn't respond to what you want. It responds to what you feel worthy of sustaining. When you chase perfection, you block confidence and freedom. Perfectionism is not ambition, it's fear dressed as discipline. It keeps you stuck in delay, hesitation, and self-monitoring. You don't move freely because you're waiting to be flawless. But abundance responds to motion, not perfection. Confidence grows through expression, not control. When you release the need to get it right, you allow yourself to be real. And what's real is magnetic. Perfection isn't real, but your fear of not being enough feels real. The fear beneath perfectionism is often simple. If I'm seen as I am, I won't be enough. That fear keeps you small, careful, contained. But abundance doesn't require polish. It responds to authenticity. When you stop hiding behind impossible standards, your energy relaxes. And relaxed energy attracts more than effort ever could. When you overgive your energy, you block real connection. Overgiving isn't generosity, it's often a survival strategy, a way to secure love, approval, or belonging. But when you give from emptiness, resentment quietly builds. Your system learns that connection requires depletion. Abundance cannot grow in depletion. Real connection forms when energy flows both ways, when giving is a choice, not a transaction rooted in fear. Because you're giving from fear, not from fullness. Fear-based giving says, if I stop, I'll lose something. Fullness-based giving says, I have enough to share. Your body knows the difference. When you begin meeting your own needs first, your energy stabilizes. And from that place, what you give becomes nourishing instead of draining. Abundance mirrors that internal balance. When you silence yourself, you block everything meant to find you. Silencing yourself often begins as protection, staying quiet to avoid conflict, rejection, or judgment. But over time, silence becomes a barrier. What you don't express cannot be met. Opportunities, aligned people, and abundance are drawn to truth, not performance. When you allow your voice to exist, even softly, life finally knows where to find you. Because the universe is looking for the real you. The universe doesn't respond to masks, it responds to resonance. When you show up as you are, imperfect, honest, present, you emit a signal that's unmistakable. That signal says, this is me. And what's aligned recognizes it immediately. Abundance finds authenticity faster than effort. When you judge yourself, you block intuition and divine guidance. Judgment creates noise. It pulls your attention outward toward evaluation, comparison, and self-correction. Intuition speaks quietly. It doesn't compete. When your inner critic is loud, guidance fades into the background, not because it's gone, but because you're no longer listening. Softening self-judgment clears the channel. Judgment is loud, intuition is quiet. You don't access intuition by forcing answers. You access it by creating space, silence, safety. When judgment dissolves, intuition naturally rises. And intuition is abundance's navigation system. It guides timing, alignment, and next steps with ease. Trust grows when you listen. When you're attached to a result, you block that very result. Attachment creates tension. It tells your body, I can't be okay without this. That tension constricts energy. Abundance requires movement, flexibility, and trust. When you grip outcomes, you signal lack. When you loosen, you create space for surprise, timing, and alignment beyond what you could plan. Because you believe something outside of you will complete you. Completion never comes from outside. External results amplify what already exists within. When you believe wholeness is elsewhere, you chase endlessly. But when you remember your inherent completeness, abundance becomes a reflection, not a requirement, and reflections arrive effortlessly. But abundance responds when you remember you are already whole. Wholeness is magnetic. It relaxes your system. It shifts your posture, your breath, your energy. From this place, receiving feels natural, not overwhelming. Abundance moves toward you because nothing is asking it to fill a void. It's simply welcomed. Abundance is not a reward, it's a state of safety. Abundance doesn't arrive because you earned it. It arrives because your body feels safe enough to hold it. Safety allows expansion. When your nervous system trusts life, life responds. This is spiritual psychology, not punishment or reward. When your nervous system feels safe, receiving becomes natural. Your body is the gatekeeper of abundance. If your nervous system is in survival mode, receiving feels overwhelming, unsafe, or even threatening. But when your body feels regulated, when your breath slows, your muscles soften, and your awareness returns to the present moment, receiving stops feeling like risk. It becomes normal, natural. This is why healing your nervous system is not separate from abundance. It is the foundation of it. You don't remove blocks by forcing change. Force is familiar because it feels productive, but force teaches your body that change is dangerous. When you push, your system pushes back. Internal blocks don't dissolve under pressure, they harden. True transformation happens when resistance is met with curiosity instead of control. The moment you stop fighting yourself, your body begins to soften, and softness is where flow returns. You dissolve them by choosing softness, honesty, and self-trust. Softness tells your body it's safe to open. Honesty tells your system it no longer has to hide. And self-trust tells your energy it doesn't need to brace for impact. These are not passive choices, they are powerful recalibrations. Each time you choose them, internal blocks to abundance loosen without effort. Alignment is created through gentleness, not pressure. You were never blocking abundance because you were broken. There is nothing wrong with you, nothing to fix. Every pattern you developed once served a purpose. They helped you survive, adapt, and stay safe in environments that didn't always meet you. Abundance was never withheld because you failed. It paused because your system needed protection first. And protection was wisdom, not weakness. You were protecting yourself the only way you knew how. When you meet your past with compassion instead of judgment, something profound shifts. Your body releases old tension, your heart softens, and your energy becomes available again. Self-compassion isn't emotional, it's physiological. It signals safety, and safety is the doorway through which abundance enters and stays. And now, you're learning how to receive. Receiving may feel unfamiliar at first, even uncomfortable. That's okay. You're retraining your system to allow support, ease, and expansion without guilt or fear. This isn't about doing it perfectly. It's about practicing openness, one moment at a time. Receiving is not something you rush. It's something you grow into. You don't need to chase abundance. Chasing creates exhaustion. It keeps your focus on what's missing. Stillness, on the other hand, communicates trust. When you stop chasing, your energy becomes steady, grounded, and abundance moves towards stability. What is meant for you recognizes when you are no longer running. You need to become safe enough to let it stay. Attracting abundance is only the first step. Holding it requires safety. When your system feels stable, abundance doesn't overwhelm you or slip away. It settles, it integrates. Safety allows abundance to root itself in your life instead of passing through briefly. This is the difference between momentary manifestation and lasting change. This is the architecture of abundance, built from within. Abundance is not something you build by force or strategy alone. It is something you allow through safety, honesty, and self-trust. The structure was always inside you, and now you're learning how to live within it. Calm, supported, open, whole. Comment "I am open to receive" if this resonated with you. This isn't about convincing the universe, it's about signaling readiness to yourself. Words carry intention, and intention guides energy. Let this be a gentle declaration, free of pressure, expectation, or urgency. Simply an opening, simply a choice to soften,